Welcome
Hello.
back again. Here we are.
Happy Easter. Yes, hope you have a wonderful Easter. Still a few days away, but it's pretty close. And, you know, the meaning of Easter is really, really awesome. It's about, you know, the crucifixion of Jesus, and then he rose again.
And he won.
Exactly, he did. So, it's just a really fun holiday, really awesome. And one thing we like to do is color eggs.
Right.
Which
Who doesn't like to color eggs?
Right. It's pretty fun. So what we're going to do is show you some ways you can do eggs, because
techniques.
Yeah, techniques. Because usually you just think of coloring them in dye and then taking them out and stuff like that. But there are different ways you can do eggs. So
yeah,
we will show you how to do them. So first of all, if you are a kid, I would recommend doing these with your parents or a grown-up. They can get kind of hot, messy, and stuff. So make sure you do that with a grown-up.
Yeah, she had to be supervised by like 4 adults when she was doing it. So we're just, putting that out there. Be safe.
Yeah. So what you want to do before you start these is you want to boil the eggs, and then you want to boil some water. And with the water, you want to pour a cup into each mug for dyeing the eggs, and then you put a teaspoon of white vinegar, and then you put like 4 or 5 drops of coloring in, and you mix it all up, and that will be, for some of the eggs we're going to use coloring.
Yeah, so just get that prepared.
Right. So the first one is layered eggs. Now this one I actually did on accident today. I was making them, and I was trying to make this one egg, but it wasn't working, so I just put the egg aside into a mug, and I only put it in halfway because there were 2 spoons in there, and it ended up making it like a layer. So pretty much all you have to do is you'll need the mug with food coloring, water, eggs, and 2 spoons. And with the 2 spoons it's better because it'll keep it up higher with the water. You put it in like halfway, and then you can turn it, and so I kept part of it white. It's right here. You can see this. So I layered it, and if you color different parts for longer, it'll be darker, so it's nice and layered, and it's a pretty cool egg to make. It's just layered, and
right.
I did it on accident, but
and
it
you
turned
can
out.
do different colors too. You don't have to do just one color.
Right, you can do different colors.
Or you could do one half.
Yeah.
One color, one another.
Yeah, we've done half green, half blue or something. So
yeah, you
can do that with the egg, and yeah, so that's how you do the layered one. Pretty cool.
The next one that is another one of our favorites is just the crayon coloring on the egg.
Yeah.
So you have your dyes, and you just need a spoon, obviously, and crayons.
Yeah.
So you can take the crayons, and you can color different things on them. And you can, usually if you're going to put it in a dark color, you use something light, like a white or yellow. And if you're going to put it in a light color, you use a dark crayon. Some of the coolest ones, I think, are when you use a white crayon, you can't really see what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then you put it in the dark, and you're like, oh, that's what it looks like. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not. But, yeah, it's just any design you want. We like to do either, the Easter scene, so we'll do, the cross, and then, the grave, and then after, Jesus rose.
Yeah, on different sides, the cross and then the tomb on different sides.
Right,
so.
And then, or draw, the egg is cracking open, or put your name on it, or whatever.
Yeah, you can really, it goes on. That's the one we usually do when we do eggs. A lot of these are even new to me. I just found them out, yesterday.
Thanks to the internet.
Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So the next one is eggs with rice. And we're not talking about eating eggs with rice. No, we're making actual colored eggs with rice. So, so what you'll need is eggs, container with a lid, dye of choice, and a little bit of water. Now, usually with this recipe, you don't use water, but I found that it works better with water. I don't know why they didn't put it in. But what you do is you take the container and you fill it up with some rice, and you put some dye in. You need a lot of dye for this. You need 10 to 15 drops, maybe more. Yes, so you have to put the dye in and shake it up. And then what they usually say is just put the egg in, shake it with the rice, and then it'll make a cool pattern on it from the rice. But the rice was just soaking up all of the dye. I would just keep putting more in. It's not getting on the egg. It's just scraping the egg. It's a blue piece of rice, pretty much, not dyed rice. So what I did is I took a little bit of water and put it in with it and mixed it around, and that got the dye out of the out of the rice a little bit, and I shook the egg inside of it. Don't do it too hard so you don't break the egg.
Yeah.
And then it makes like a nice fluffy little pattern that you can use. And you'll have to like wipe off the rice pretty gently so you don't get like your marks on it. I got a few on here. It's pretty hard not to do, but just wipe that off because there's water on it, and you get
it looks like textured or something.
Yeah, textured. It's pretty cool. So that's what you do with the rice one. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The next one is the rubber band egg. Here, let me get it out here.
There you go.
Okay, so the rubber band egg. So all you're gonna need for this one is your mug of food coloring, your egg, your spoon, and some rubber bands.
Yeah.
And pretty simple. You just put the rubber bands around in different ways, and then you put it in the dye, and then you take it out and you let it dry off, and then you take off the rubber bands, and you got little stripey things going on.
And you can do all sorts of different patterns. Like this one was a little messy because I couldn't like find the right shape. Like those two are really cool, but it was the thinner ones they weren't very tight, so there was ink.
Yeah, I feel like if you did some
dye
this way and some that way, that would be kind of neat. You could put like a checkerboard.
But it still looks cool, even with not having the right rubber bands.
Right.
So yeah, that's a pretty cool one to do. And then the next one is nail polish eggs, which I had never even heard of. Like, what is this? So what you need is a cup of room temperature water, so no boiled water, just like water from your sink that's not cold. Pretty self-explanatory. So, and then you need eggs, nail polish, and if you want latex gloves, if you don't want to get nail polish on your fingers, like mine are covered. If you haven't noticed, they're covered in nail polish.
Like someone who didn't use latex gloves.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't know where they were, so didn't do that. So all you'll need to do for this is you take the cup of water, and you take your nail polish and you just drop little droplets in the top. And don't mix this at any point. Like, this is just have the droplets at the top. And at first when they go in, they kind of dissipate. Like, the drops just kind of go and like go to the bottom. But the more drops you put in, the more they'll stay at the top. I don't know why.
Keep dropping.
Yeah, keep doing it. And you can pick your favorite colors, have different patterns. And then what you do is, just so you don't get the nail polish, put the gloves on. Take the egg and like dip it into the water, not too far, just like at the very top, so it just barely fully gets in the egg, and then you lift it up, and then you've got this really cool pattern, because whatever pattern was stuck at the top of the nail polish just goes onto the egg, and it has this really cool pattern for it.
Yeah, I really was surprised how well this one turned out.
Yeah, honestly,
that's really cool.
I didn't think it would work. I thought, I don't know, but I tried it, and I'm like, wow, that really looks cool.
Do I have sparkly nail polish?
You do. Yeah, this is her nail polish.
How did I not know that?
You have a lot of sparkly nail polish in your thing.
Yeah, but that's like a what? Okay, I
don't know. Well, it's like purpley. But yeah, that's a really cool one to do, and it's so easy. Like, you don't even have to boil water. Like, you just dip it in once, and that's
boiling
it.
water is so much work.
Yeah. But still, you don't have to work with hot water, you know.
Yes, I know what you mean. Alright, so the next one is shaving cream eggs. So let's see, that's this one.
It is so fun to play with
Look
shaving
at that.
cream.
Ooh, I remember shaving cream. It's like the best thing.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to need your egg, your dye of choice, a plate, shaving cream, and a toothpick. And basically, you put the shaving cream on the plate, and you top off like different colors of dye, whatever you want. Then you get a toothpick and you mix it around just a little bit, not too much because then it'll get muddy.
Yeah.
And then all you have to do is take the egg and you put it into the shaving cream. And do you leave it in there for that long, or you just set it for a little bit?
No, you just put it in, you rub it around so that all the colors get on it,
turn it
and
around.
Then you take it out and set it to dry.
Right, okay, that's the part, yeah, but then you have to let it sit for a while.
Yeah.
And then the color gets into the egg. This one we let sit for about 20 minutes, so the longer you let it sit, probably the brighter the colors will be.
Yeah.
And then once you let it sit, you take it out and wipe it off, and look at that.
It's pretty cool. It's like a marbled egg.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. And so the last one is melted crayon eggs. Now this isn't the one we were talking about before that was melted, or crayons. This is melted. So what you'll need is eggs, plate, a knife, and crayons. And so what you do is you boil your eggs. When you're boiling your eggs, you want to do this one first, because you want to take the egg out right when it's done boiling, like right, so it's really hot. But before you do that, you want to take crayons and you want to shave them with a knife. And be very careful, but you shave them and you get like little colored shavings. You can get all different colors from the crayon and you have it on a plate. And then you take the boiling egg out right when it's done boiling, so it's very hot. And be careful, and you put it on the plate and you take your shavings and you sprinkle them on top of the egg. Now I thought, this isn't gonna work. I thought they would just stay on.
Like, no, it's gonna fall off.
Yeah, they're not gonna melt.
Yeah.
But they really did. They fully melted. You put them on, it just melts on the sides, and it is so cool. Like, it is just like a marbly look.
Yeah.
It is really neat.
Cool.
It's right here, and I did end up. I put a little like patching because I did accidentally wipe it because it was still drying. But I mean, it's pretty cool. You get all the marble-ish look, and it's really easy. You just sprinkle them on, and that's it.
Yeah, and then you could do like any colors you wanted. You could stick with a theme, you know. You could make like I don't know, whatever theme you want, or you could do rainbow, or like were they darker colors that you used for that one?
They might have been, and they also like mushed together, so they made like a ruby look. But
well, yeah, because I just mean like if you wanted it to be like brighter colors, you could choose that from crayons,
right?
So.
Or you could just do like two colors together. Yeah, that's what we have today. There are so many other ways you can do eggs, but
look it up on the internet.
Yes. But these are really cool ones you can try. Most of them are really easy, and they're just really fun to make. I had a lot of fun making them today. And so hope you enjoyed this episode. And now it is time for the news.
First of all, happy Easter to everyone out there, and thank you so much for watching. As Easter approaches, so do the multiple obligatory Easter egg hunts across America. The question that has experts stumped today is, why can no one ever find the last Easter egg that was hidden? This interesting phenomenon has been studied and experiments have been done with no answers. Why does it always evade being found? Even by the person who hid it. This continues to remain a mystery.
We also want to share with the public that we have some vital information on our website, ttweathernews.com now. Check it out. For what to do when eggs get cracked. This can be a scary situation, and we want you to be prepared.
And now it is time for the Taylor Treasure Box.
Here we go. Or not. Okay. Dun da da. 2 truths and a lie. I feel like we've been getting that one a lot.
Yeah, because they were all at the bottom, and they didn't get mixed very well. I have to quote a scene from the Dick Van Dyke Show. Okay, do you want to do yours first?
I will. All right.
So is it the truth or the lie that I have to figure out?
The lie. Because there's
Okay.
2 that are true, 1 that is not.
Okay.
So, alright. I once found the wrong Easter basket. I once wore the wrong costume on stage. And I once tried to get into the wrong car. Which one of those is false?
I think the false one is that you once went on stage in the wrong costume.
That is
No.
true.
Really?
Yes.
What's
that
the
is
false
true.
one?
The false one is that I tried to get in the wrong car. I've never done that.
Never done that?
Never ever done that.
Huh.
Not even, yeah. I
Well-
have been with people who have done that, but I've never actually.
How did you go on stage?
Well, when I was younger, I was in a dance in the Nutcracker, and they were kind of the same costumes, like they were different colors. There was like pink, blue, and yellow. And me and another girl both had blue, and I was really tall. I've always been really tall. So I had the longer one, and she had the shorter one, because she was shorter.
Yeah.
And then we got on stage, and we looked, and hers is like dragging on the floor, and mine is like up past my knees, and we're like, well... But I was
that's
little,
funny.
so I wasn't really paying attention. I was just like, somebody put it on, and I'm like, okay, let's go dance.
Yes.
And I also, on Easter, found, I think it was our brother's Easter basket, and I think I had to pretend that I didn't know where it was.
Oh, okay. Okay, so my quote from the Nick Van Dyke Show is, it's going back in time to when Rob and Laura are first married, and he's still in the army, so like living on base. And they got married, but their parents weren't able to like get to the wedding because it was in the army. So Laura is meeting Rob's parents for the first time in this episode, and she's like freaking out because she's like, "Oh, our apartment is terrible. What are we gonna do?" So she at one point, like they're hugging or something, and she like pushes away and goes, "Food!" And Rob goes, "Wow, you get hungry at the strangest times." And then she's like, "No, Rob, what am I gonna feed them or something?" And he starts to joke and he goes, "Oh, that is a problem. Maybe I can scrape up a loaf of bread or something."
I think that's steal a loaf of bread.
Or steal a loaf of bread, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. So, hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you have a great Easter. And make sure to give us a like and a comment and subscribe. And after you subscribe, make sure to press the bell so you get all of our videos in your notifications box. And we'll see you next time. Bye! Hey guys, thanks for watching that episode.
job.
If you'd like to subscribe down
Do it
here,
before
that'd be
Easter.
awesome.
Subscribe
Before Easter. Yes, we challenge you. Subscribe
And
before
before
Easter.
4th of July, press one of these videos.
Yes. Make sure to check out, you can check out a previous episode up here or a random episode down here. And happy Easter. Bye!